Track 2.18.
Abay Kunembayule is one of Kazakhstan's best-known writers, but he was more than that. He was a poet, translator, composer, and philosopher. He was born near Semipalatinsk in the Chingis Mountains in 1845, at a time when literature was becoming an important art form across the world. For his secondary education, he went to a religious school where he studied Oriental classical literature. He also learned a number of languages, including Russian, Arabic, and Persian, and read Russian authors such as Tolstoy, Dostoevsky, Pushkin, and Turgenev. However, he left school when his father decided to train him to take over his role leading the local community and to become head of the family. Although he accepted this role to begin with, it didn't interest him, and when he was 28, he decided he wanted to study literature instead. Abay had a number of talents. He started writing poems when he was only 12, but at first he did not sign them in his own name. In fact, the first poem he wrote in his own name was Summer, when he was 31. Like many of his poems, it was about Kazakhstan and its people. Abay also translated a number of poems from some of the great European poets, such as Goethe, Byron, and Pushkin, the Russian poet. His translation of Eugene Onegin was one of 50 classic Russian works of literature he translated into Kazakh. Before Abay, stories were passed on by one person telling others. There were no books of Kazakh stories, but Abay changed that, and as a result, people often call him the founder of Kazakh literature. However, his most famous work, The Book of Words, is not a fictional story, but a book of his philosophical thoughts about Kazakh life, how people should behave, and what makes a wise man or woman. Because of this book, and because of the role he played in the lives of his people, people remember him as a spiritual leader in Kazakhstan.